Yen Sid calls them the Unversed.
Welcome to episode 2 of Converse. This is a talk show where I am joined by my friends in the Unversed Creative Network, here to discuss Kingdom Hearts news, updates, and general opinions based on a more time-sensitive frame, as opposed to our kind of more general discussions about the series. My name is Mac Like Stuff, and I'm the host of today's episode, and I have 3 panelists joining me here today. We've got BJ Burnsy, we have got Dango Candlelight, we have got Pointful, and they are here to talk through some of the recent news that we have relating to the Kingdom Hearts series, no matter how slight that news might be, because you know us starving Kingdom Hearts fans, we will take any bit of information and run with it. Before we get started, I do want to shout out, this video, like all of our videos, is sponsored by us, the Unversed Creative Network. We are a network of Kingdom Hearts fans from all over the creative sphere, writers, artists, we have video editors, we have musicians, we have got all kinds of creative outlets available to us. We bring them all together in this space to create what we hope to be a space for not only ourselves, but you to join us in our love of the Kingdom Hearts series. Feel free to follow us on Twitter, or on Bluesky, or here on YouTube, or on our carefully curated website for all kinds of updates on future projects and things that we're working on. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Like I said, this is a discussion show on some of the recent updates that have been laid out for the Kingdom Hearts community. So the first one that we're getting into today, we are going to be talking through this interesting bit of news that came out recently. Naminé's voice actor was recently interviewed, and she was letting us know that the character is actually getting a little bit of a change. And that is that she will no longer be voiced by the same voice actress that has been in the past. So we have got Miss Allison Stoner talking a little bit more about her role in Kingdom Hearts 4 potentially changing, which is that she herself will actually be taking on the role of Naminé in addition to Kairi and Xion. So I'm going to ask my panelists the first question of the day. Is that news significant at all? Does that mean anything for Naminé, the character's role in Kingdom Hearts 4 in any way? BJ, what do you got for that?
Okay, so does it mean anything for her role in Cage 4? No, because the Allison Stoner quote that was referenced is actually, I voiced Kairi, Xion, and Naminé, past tense. So, voice actors will sometimes provide a line or two for other characters if needed. So I think this is pretty much a non-story. Even I think there is a Riku has provided he did a line for young Xehanort, I think, at one point. But I will say it will be interesting to see female voice actor news now become, or now because with Strelitzia, Scold, Ava, Larxene likely becoming bigger parts of the story going forward, there is a huge opportunity for some awesome female character storytelling.
I like that, but Pointful, Stoner did go out of her way to make sure that she mentioned that she wasn't spoiling anything. Is that significant at all for Naminé in the future?
Yeah, I totally hear what BJ is saying. I also wouldn't be surprised if she is playing Naminé going forward. In that article that we saw, it has been a very long time, and they mentioned that it's been a very long time. Obviously, it's been a very long time, and voices change, and actors go do different things. I don't think that it's out of the realm of possibility that whoever the initial voice actress was is not going to reprise it, and now it's going to be Allison Stoner. I don't think though that it is going to affect too much of Naminé. If anything, I think it may actually offer more opportunity for Naminé, right? Because they have her there. They've got Allison Stoner. They're not paying a whole separate person. They're just going to pay Allison Stoner a bit more for more lines for her to do possibly in the same voice recording. So I don't think that it has anything detrimental to say about Naminé, maybe even something more positive to say.
Does Dango have anything positive to say about this recent change and its potential ramifications?
All right, listen, y'all, news moves fast in this space sometimes, okay? Naminé was not recast. Allison Stoner, she responded to some rumors about it recently. She clarified that she was talking about voicing just a few lines in Kingdom Hearts, and in past games. And her comment about spoilers, it was actually more of a general reference about new fans not necessarily knowing which characters appear in which games. So it's I don't think I agree. It's a non-story, I think.
Excellent, man. At the end of each one of these rounds, I will assign a point to determine sort of like a winner at the very end of our event here. And this one is going to go to BJ. He came with the facts. He came with the articles. Obviously, Pointful and Dango did their research as well. But I think you made a good point referencing not only that she has voice characters in the past, but also kind of laying out like what exactly this means for the future, which it sounds like is not much. One thing we talked about in our last episode that we are going to be discussing again is merchandise. Again, we Kingdom Hearts fans love our merch. We love finding new things to spend money on in relation to our favorite series, obviously. And so this time, we've got some new Kingdom Hearts pins that are becoming available at Disneyland parks. Now, it's interesting because, as we know, Disneyland itself, and really the Disney Corporation at large, has not really gone out of their way to mention Kingdom Hearts too much. But now you can actually buy these pins while you're there at the parks milling around. And so, Pointful, does that mean that the Kingdom Hearts franchise is becoming more into the fold of Disneyland and, again, Disney at large? Or is this kind of like a marketing for some money coming in and that's really all it is?
I think that they're just as into Kingdom Hearts now as they have been in the past. They had some Kingdom Hearts merch last time that I was there late in last year. They still have Kingdom Hearts every now and then at the Oogie Boogie Bash every year. They tuck Kingdom Hearts in the corner because they know people are going to buy it, right? I was there buying it. There was like 4 or 5 other people that I was talking to who were also buying it. I think that they're keeping the Kingdom Hearts stuff around just so that they still get that little bit of flow. But I don't think that it's going to amp up, and I'm not expecting to see anything more than just pins moving forward either.
Dig it. So Dango, this is not really going to be a thing that ends up changing Kingdom Hearts' status within Disney at large, or is it?
I basically agree. I don't think, but here's the thing. I don't think that it's Disney necessarily like doing anything extra to embrace Kingdom Hearts, but I do think it's part of an advertising campaign because I see this beyond just Disney. When I walked into box lunch, right, I saw more Kingdom Hearts merchandise than I've ever seen recently. So I do think it's because Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement. There's going to be an announcement coming up soon. So that is what I think is happening there.
Oh man, not the Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement coming up soon. BJ, is this tied to Kingdom Hearts 4, or is it just simply, again, for these little trinkets you buy at the parks and that's where it stops and ends?
First of all, I love Dango putting on a tinfoil hat and making some bold predictions, putting 2 and 3 together. So is the question, so is Disney more willing to ingratiate Kingdom Hearts into their stuff, basically, right? So I say yes. I would love to find out the exact sales on how much those pins do that are Kingdom Hearts versus all the other pins. And I did some research, and I don't have an official account because data's kind of hard to find on that one. But Disney has been creating new Kingdom Hearts pins every year or two for like the past couple decades. So while I'm always going to wish Disney would embrace it even more, I think the fact that we're still getting new merch in the form of pins and clothing, as Dango mentioned, is a really good sign and really optimistic.
That's awesome. And Dango will get the point for that because, again, I do think to incorporate everything else we're talking about as far as the other merchandise as well is always going to be a big plus and maybe does point to the company's larger willingness to include Kingdom Hearts. And anytime you shout out Kingdom Hearts 4 news, man, I'm gonna love that, man. I'm gonna give points for that. Last one for our lead stories is PAX East is the next sort of big video game event. That'll be coming up here in March. This is a straightforward question, man. By the time PAX East ends, so between now and the end of that big show, Pointful, will we have Kingdom Hearts 4 news?
News is so vague. So vague.
It is.
Is Rolf saying Kingdom Hearts news? We all need to ask ourselves.
Cut to the Muppets.
We do.
The fucking Game Awards.
I don't think so. I think if it's the very next thing, no. I think, but again, it depends on what you consider news. Is someone going to bring it up? Is there going to be a crazy fan in the audience who's maybe waving a sign? Is that news? Maybe to us in our sad state, maybe. Yeah. So maybe I'll hedge my bets and say yes. I think that there's a possibility that someone mentioned something. I don't think that we're getting a date. Not at PAX East.
Nothing too big at PAX East, just maybe a small update. BJ, are you more optimistic, or are you pretty much in line with that?
Probably not. I don't think we're getting news. At this point, for me, the Kingdom Hearts 4 news conversation sort of exists in the same sphere as theorizing and predicting the date of the apocalypse. Now, I'll admit I'm not a God-fearing man myself, but I do know the Bible says we shall not know the day or time of Christ's return, so it is foolish to attempt to predict. And I fear Kingdom Hearts is the same. When it comes, it's going to come. But in the meantime, all we can do is just do our best to be prepared for that fateful day.
Will that fateful day arrive by the end of PAX East, Dango? Or are we just sitting here waiting for the apocalypse?
Okay, I know what I said before, right? But it is not happening before the end of PAX East, and I'll tell you why. That's happening in March, right? The two events that we get the most predominant news about Kingdom Hearts from historically are Tokyo Game Show and D23. Those are happening in September and October, I think, respectively, this year. That is my prediction for when we are going to get like some kind of major announcement.
I like that. The historical context and giving us some metrics, that's going to give Dango another point, man. That's a great call. I did want to give it to Pointful for the Rolf shout out, because that was so quick story. I was watching BJ's stream during the Game Awards, and when that happened, BJ and I both simultaneously what and that was an amazing moment that I wanted to give you for that, because that shout out was great. But I agree, I like what Dango's talking about as far as historically at these other shows, and I think it makes more sense to look forward to those before we get into it.
Can I personally request not a point for myself, but an extra point for the Muppets?
Yes. Oh, 100%. The Muppets will also get a point. Alrighty, so that concludes our lead stories. Right now we got Dango with 2 points, we got BJ with 1, and then Pointful ready to come roaring back in our next round, which will begin with
and the
a
Muppets
new
with
segment. Great point. And the Muppets also have a point. Shouts
Thank
out.
you.
We're going to jump into our new segment, What's the Word? So again, this is taken from another one of our favorite ESPN talk shows, part of the interruption. I'm going to give these guys 3 different potential scenarios or events that could happen, and then they are going to give me a word to describe it, and then kind of break down what that would be. We'll start with the first one. My boy Dango, tell me, how would you feel? Plug in the word at the end of this sentence. A full and complete remastered KH1 would be
timely. I think it's I think we're in the age where there's a lot of remakes being made. You know, it will be like coming off of the end of the 7 remake trilogy, right? And I think it would I think now's the time for it.
Now's the time for it. Okay. But for BJ, a full KH1 remaster would be
Sustenance. Listen, we're crawling through the desert, absolutely famished. Am I really going to turn down toilet bowl water? No, is the answer.
A KH1 master would be toilet bowl water. Pointless, give me a word.
No.
A KH1 remaster would be
Pointless. Ha 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 ha.
Nice.
Pause for laugh track here.
Nice.
I am not personally a fan of these remastered things, and I think that while I understand that it would be nice to have something, I cannot imagine people want to go backwards. I think that Kingdom Hearts is a lot of nostalgia, but still, I think that this would be us moving back and just rehashing something that we already have and that we all adore in its current state. I don't think it's necessary.
This is honestly tough because I kind of like all of your answers. I am going to give this one to Pointful, though. I think that, this is very much an opinion-based question. In fact, this entire round really is just like opinions. But I do think that a lot of people would agree that while we do love Kingdom Hearts 1, we've explored that concept for 20-something years at this point. Like, let's get into something new. Toilet bowl water. Okay. The second question in What's the Word is, starting with, we'll do BJ, kick us off here. Assuming that it's a character that we've already met, the Master of Masters is
Sora. I don't like this. I the fact that it's phrased assuming it's a character we've already met. If I have to pick one, it's Sora or some variation of Sora, and I hope that's not what it is. But that's the most interesting idea that's out there.
Pointful. The Master of Masters is
BJ.
Yeah.
A character that we've met already here in the Unversed network. I haven't played through all of the games yet. I'm not 100% sure what or who the Master of Masters could even be, but I know that's how I met BJ, and that's what we were talking about. And so in my brain, it's BJ forever and always, and whoever it gets revealed to be, it means nothing to me.
Give me a name here, Dango.
Demix. So first of all, I don't think that the Master of Masters is anybody who we know so far. The reason I'm choosing Demix is because we know the least about him. The most important thing is that Master of Masters has to be a reflection of Sora. And so not necessarily Sora himself. Demix is the only character right now who I can see that we don't know enough about his backstory and everything, so they could loop around to make him a reflection of Sora.
I love the research that went into that answer as well as BJ's. And of course, the point is going to go to Pointful because I agree that forever and always, the Master of Masters will be my buddy BJ. That's so awesome. That's such a great answer. All right, last one. What's the word? Or, in this case, the world. Dango, if we were to include a Marvel world in Kingdom Hearts 4, that would be...
unlikely. I just don't think we're gonna have a whole Marvel world. I think we could have a cameo of a character, like we've had cameos of Final Fantasy characters. I think that's possible. I think San Francisco was too close to what a Marvel world would look like, so I don't think they're gonna have a Marvel world.
Pointful, including a true and blue Marvel world in Kingdom Hearts 4 is...
Lame. So lame. Yeah, I fully agree with Dango. I think that the Big Hero 6 world would be a little bit is close to what a Marvel world could potentially be. And while I haven't played 3, I have watched Lorax play 3, and the Big Hero 6 world is empty. And I'm not playing this game where I can go visit Ariel under the sea to be in a boring gray city like I can go to fucking 20 minutes away from here.
Now.
Exactly.
Valid.
So no, lame. I think it would be lame.
BJ, including a Cage 4 world set specifically for Marvel is...
Fine. I don't care. Can you put my answer fine and then parentheses, I don't care. Put Star Wars in it, put Spider-Man in it, whatever. Family Guy is technically Disney now, put that in there. I don't give a shit anymore. Honestly, the IPs and the worlds that get put in the Kingdom Hearts games have become less and less of a draw for me as the games have gone on. I'm in it for the characters and the storytelling. The journey is the most important thing, so if the worlds serve that journey, then that's all that matters.
That is all that matters. And in this game, it's the points that matter, and BJ will get one here. I promise I don't plan these games to have us all tied going into the last round. But that is genuinely, I just liked your answers, and I thought that BJ made a good one with that one, where it's less about the picks of the worlds themselves and more about the journey, right, as opposed to the destination, which would be true with Marvel. I like that. Okay, last round is Convince Me. This is much more open-ended. Going to give these guys their question, and they just have to convince me of their answer, which is very similar to what we've done, but this one's just a little bit more open-ended. We'll start with Pointful for this one. Here is your topic. March Caprice is fast approaching. We're all very excited to be a part of the biggest online event for the KH fandom of the year. And every one of the people on this call, as well as various other members of the Unversed Creative Network, are taking part in the event. It's going to be a blast. So, Pointful first, with March Caprice on the horizon, what category are you most looking forward to either taking part in or seeing, or just in general, what category are you most excited for?
My cop-out answer is anything that any of our friends are doing, because I know there's a lot of people doing things. We are currently writing a story that I am very, very, very excited for. My real honest answer, I guess, would be art/merch. I believe there's a merch category, and I love
There
the
is.
merch category because I love to have things that are Kingdom Hearts and show them off to people. And I think that artists do it the best. We were just talking about Disneyland or Disney or whatever, Box Lunch even, having merch things. And while they're cool, I think that artists are the ones who really, truly love it, just like we love it. And that's where you get all the cool shit, right? Like I still have my keychains that I bought at the last, at Reconnect. So I'm really excited for that. And I hope to get lots of cool things.
Dango, March Caprice, category, what do you got?
I also agree with the point. This anything any of us are involved in, any of our friends, it's so exciting. But I will say I'm pretty torn between merchandise and music. I'm going to go with the music, just because I just think it's so cool that we're going to get like a lot of independent artists, and and we're going to be able to like probably put a lot of that stuff on our Spotify and just listen to it for as for the rest of our lives. So
yeah, the concert soiree is definitely a huge part of the March Caprice event. But BJ, do you have a different category in mind?
Yeah, I do. Echo, both of them, Unversed Networks got stuff in the works, and we'll be submitting some awesome stuff that everyone at home should be looking forward to. But my category that I'm most looking forward to is the streaming category. So for myself, having dived into the streaming world recently, more than I ever have, I've learned just how much you can do in that space. There's so much variety between speedruns and modded games and fan games to challenge runs. Streaming is just a wonderful medium for novelty, and I'm hoping we see some truly new and original creativity coming out of that category this year.
All fantastic answers, really and truly, man. I'm not even trying to just blow smoke. I just think it's so true that those are all great answers. And March Caprice is going to be a blast. And I just am really stoked to experience it with you guys and take part with you guys, man. I think it's going to be awesome. And this game has been awesome, which is why I'm so happy to crown our winner for this episode. BJ, you made a great argument with the categorizations and with the different aspects of stream. I'm going to give that dub to you. And so, folks, this allows us to end on FaceTime. The brother BJ has got 2 minutes to talk about anything he wants, as long as it is Kingdom Hearts related. And your 2 minutes begin
We got the time
now.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to kind of tangent. Yes, it's fine. I'm going to tangent off of my last point, actually, which is the streaming. So the best thing to happen to Kingdom Hearts within the last 10 years is David Gallagher, aka the voice of Riku, deciding to play Kingdom Hearts for the first time on stream. His streams have been fantastic and have led to an uptick in other streamers like Point Crow wanting to experience the games for themselves. By the way, Point Crow is currently at about 2.75 million subscribers on YouTube. This is a great way to bring mainstream attention back to the series. Get these awesome characters, worlds, and stories in front of more eyeballs. It's pure, straight up grassroots, word of mouth style marketing. Streaming is such a great avenue for that. And the series also has never been in a more digestible format. Was it insanely complicated the way that the series was initially released across several platforms and oddly named numerical titles? Yes. But you can now purchase the entire series in one collection for almost any console you want for under $100. And I've even seen it go on sale for as low as $50. So my call to action to anybody watching this, go watch those streamers, promote them, talk about them, make sure the words Kingdom Hearts have a firm place in the lexicon of modern day gamers of all ages. Thank you. I have 30 seconds. I don't need it, Mac.
Atta boy. Good stuff, BJ. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, you're so right, man. It's a great time to be a fan of both the Kingdom Hearts series and streaming overall, man. I think that's awesome. Cool. Thank you so much for joining us here today for episode 2 of Reconverse. Like I said at the top, you can feel free to check out all of the work that we do in the Unversed Creative Network on our various social platforms. Link to all of those in the description of this video. I've also got links to the individuals on this video in that same description. Thank you as always for joining us. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. thanks so much for watching. Stay updated on the Unversed Creative Network by subscribing on YouTube or by checking out our website. And feel free to hit us up on Twitter or on Bluesky. See you next time.